right. Hey, we're recording.
Hey,
We are recording.
we are. We're here remotely
Just us,
via
just us
satellite.
fellas. Just a couple of dudes, a couple of bros hanging out,
Yeah,
couple of mics, couple of cameras.
via satellite link.
Mm, linking.
This is a bad choice of hand gestures, isn't it?
What? Sistine Chapel, man.
There you go. Hi, everybody. I am Mike. He is James.
Yes,
He's from Craving Strange. I'm from
I am.
Something Heavy.
He's from Something Heavy.
Collectively, we are Bacon is My Passion.
Bacon
And
is my
this is Bacon is My Podcast. Here on the Craving Strange Strangerhood TV YouTube channel.
All right. You don't even honestly. You don't even have to say the Craving Strangerhood YouTube channel. It's just Strangerhood TV. Because we don't know
Yeah.
what videos people are going to like yet. So, I tell you what, if the Bacon is My Podcast starts to become a thing people are watching more than anything else, then it will be the Bacon is My Podcast Strangerhood TV channel.
There we go.
And
It will be bequeathed
Thanks
to
Frank It's
us.
Friday becomes a worldwide sensation, then we will all be here brought to you by Thank Frank It's Friday's Strangerhood TV channel.
Yeah.
I'm not picky.
Hey, listen. We're probably due for another episode in what? Another 2 months?
Got to be something like that.
Got to be something like that.
I know he's working on one.
We're all working on one, aren't we?
Well, working on something. I am going to.
Poor Frank. Yeah.
Part of this podcast is drinking, and last time we were on here, we had the proper 12,
Yep.
and then we also had the honey one, which I can't remember the name of. What was that?
I got it right here. Dubliner.
The Dubliner. Nice. All right. So, I have my my little airline Jameson,
Oh, that's cute.
but I also have mystery whiskey.
Ooh,
Yes, it is in my
Espelon.
Espelon or Deadpool on a Unicorn.
Ooh, mystery whiskey. So,
Yeah.
like, do you know what it is, or
I
did
have
somebody
no idea
just
what this is.
did
I have
Annie
no idea
like
what
pour it for you or something?
No, it was I found it. I found it when going through. I just got rid of. I got a new backpack. I am a person of many backpacks.
Yeah.
I love bags. I love backpacks.
In turn, you've actually like you've turned. It's almost like when you go down the stationery aisle of a drugstore and you go,
Right.
oh, pens.
Yes.
Oh, notebooks.
Yeah.
You don't need all of them, but you want all of them.
Exactly.
A backpack is now like that for me as well. So
Yeah, backpacks. Are
thanks,
my
Jimmy.
favorite.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for that. But go on.
So I just got a new one. I got the Nomadic travel pack, which I was super excited to show you today, but I'll show you next week.
Yeah.
It is a fantastic tech backpack that can also expand to a 30-liter travel backpack.
Well, that, my friend,
Pretty
I
exciting.
I
And,
do
they're
want to
on
see
sale.
that.
They're on
Oh,
sale
are
right
they?
now. They are.
Shoot.
As of the time of this, that we are doing this, the backpack is usually $200 something, and it is $150 something right now. I think it's like $100 off.
You
right
know,
now.
it was funny because at first I was like, man, I think I'm going to pick this up because I'm possibly getting a new position at work, which would make me have to bring my laptop and stuff like that. But
Right.
$150 is a lot of fucking money.
Well, I tell you what,
And I didn't get that job yet. So
yeah, I have a problem with backpacks. But I needed one because I've been having to bring my laptop to work, to the school.
right.
Because I'm doing so many remote lessons. I was always able to just kind of go to the school with an iPad and work with that. But now I've needed to bring my laptop, so that necessitated a backpack with a laptop sleeve.
I have.
I had one, but I wanted one with a dedicated like section for it.
Yeah.
And
Well, I have one. The one that I bring on the video jobs.
Yeah.
Actually, I have it right behind here. I was using that, but like the front you could put like a week's worth of clothes in. So
wait till you see this.
Yeah. Well, no. My problem is that so if I'm using it for work or something, all I put are like headphones
Right.
and a little case with an external hard drive, and they're just all flopping around in there. So I think I need a tighter.
I have found I like pouches and bags. I have this little thing right here that has all my cables and dongles, and like one side is all like cables and cable organization
Oh.
and stuff.
Oh.
And then the other side, and it's like an underwear material. It's kind of stretchy. So the other side kind of expands, and I've got like a brick in there, and I've got some more like a USB extender in there. And so that's been really cool because I've got everything I need to plug everything in just in this. And I can just throw that in the pack, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I need to, once I get my get the go ahead on this thing, we're gonna have to talk.
Yeah,
a little bit more.
But since I got the backpack, which for people that are just listening on audio, any of that stuff I just showed is pretty ridiculous. You didn't see it, but it's awesome. Well, I'll link to it. Maybe I got it on Amazon. It was cheap. I go for cheap things, but I end up buying a lot of them. So I kind of went like, okay, maybe I'll spend a little bit more on a backpack that hopefully I only have to buy once.
Right.
I say that, but then, like you were talking about our travel jobs that we've had, I think I had a different suitcase and or backpack and or walk around pack every single time we went on one.
I think there was one time that you didn't, because I don't think there was any. I think it might have been a month between the two video jobs.
Oh, so they were close.
And you didn't have time to reassess. You just had time to unpack, go about your life, and then go, oh, I need a new bag, but whatever.
I'm one of those people that I like having a pack for work, depending on what I got to bring to work. I like having a smaller one if I don't have to bring as much stuff, because I don't want to bring the big pack. Sure. I like having an even smaller one that's more of like a like we could call it a pocket extender.
Sure.
I don't like having things in my pockets. I don't like having my wallet and my phone in my pocket, and I like to bring a water bottle, and I don't like to just carry it because I'll leave it places.
Right.
So if I can throw all those things in like a little bag or a little satchel, little man purse, I'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got recently I got one that goes over the shoulder, and it's small. I keep a little bit of, sling bag. That's exactly
I bought a new one of those too. It's coming. I'll get it tomorrow. Because I also
the one I got is cheap though. It's just like a single pocket, and
I got a cheap one from a company called Timbuktu that makes really good stuff. But it was on sale. It's normally like a $90 thing, and I got it for like I think $30.
Yeah.
Because it was like half off and then another deal, and I was like, oh, that's perfect, because I have another one that's smaller, but it's a little too nice looking. Like there's an aesthetic to it too, like your backpack's got to kind of match what I have one that's kind of like it looks very waterproof, and it's kind of a little shiny, and that works. It looks very techy.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
And you could fit damn near everything in it. And then like and whenever we leave, if we had to bring anything, you're like, hey, what do you have? And I was like, oh, if it's like a sweatshirt or something like that, I'm like, yeah, just throw this in there. Yeah. And then you roll your eyes because you've asked me, but then you were like, I don't want to hold this dick's fucking sweatshirt.
Right.
But you do, and it always fits. And
now I got
thanks for your bags.
Smaller. I got something smaller that looks a little more like something you'd wear if you're wearing jeans and a jean vest or shorts
this week. But by the time we actually get to travel to do another video job,
I may have other things.
you'll probably have at least one or two more.
I'll probably have other things.
Yeah.
I like bags.
It's okay, though.
But to finish the idea, Annie, my girlfriend Annie, has been going to New Jersey the past couple of weekends to sell off a bunch of stuff at like a street fair type thing. And so I was like, okay, well, if I'm getting 2 new bags, I have to get rid of some bags. And so I actually got rid of a few bags that I I didn't have to. I gave them to her to go sell, which is awesome. And I had to empty those bags because I had to grab them from under the bed where they live. And in one of those bags was a full flask. Now, I smelled it. There's hints of Jameson, but there are also hints of other things. Now, I'm also not one that is ever really good with like washing out a flask, because if I wash a flask, it just always tastes like soap to me from then on. So I've rinsed them.
You do rinse them. Yeah, you got to rinse them.
But I am also the type of person that if I am somewhere and I run out, if my flask runneth empty, and there is someone there that is offering to fill my flask, I just kind of like give it a shake, maybe blow into it once or twice like it's a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, exactly. We get Metroid working.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what's in this right now.
It's like mystery meat.
It is like mystery meat. So
only it gets you drunk.
I'm going to pour that.
I like that.
Right now. So we're going to
So another thing,
it's a very caramel-like color.
it's fucking whiskey. Of course it is.
Well, I'm glad. It could have been vodka with hints of whiskey. But no, it smells, it doesn't smell like an Irish, but I can tell that there was Irish with it at one point.
There was at one point.
So
but
this
now
could
there's
be a Scotch. I don't know.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this
We're gonna go
first sip.
for it. So cheers to you, sir, and cheers to everyone listening. There's my ice.
Cheers, my friend.
There's my ice. We're clinking it. Oh, that is. Whew.
So, what's the mystery meat?
I think.
So, if I can just
Not
throw this
Jameson.
back a little bit,
It's not Jameson.
would you say that this mystery whiskey is the fanny pack equivalent to whiskey? So fanny pack 2 bags, because
Right.
you're an expert on bags,
Right.
is to your mystery drinks to whiskey.
I don't think it's quite a fanny pack, although it's reminding me of the late 90s. So that was chewy. Something was chewy. Hopefully that was ice.
Yeah, I
think
don't
it
know.
was ice. It's kind of hitting the back of my throat like a Jack Daniels would.
So it's that like
So
sour.
there's a burn. It's not
It's-
quite like a sour mash, but it definitely has there's a fiery aspect to the breath in the back.
Do you think?
right now.
Do you think it's Fireball at all?
Oh no, it's not cinnamon. And I would,
Oh, okay.
and I would never have a flask full of Fireball. That's
Yeah.
just I would not.
Well,
I can't drink it. First off,
oh wait.
throw up.
Do you think it's Sailor Jerry?
It's definitely not rum. It's definitely whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah, it can't be. I would throw it away if it was rum because this is not a time traveling moment. And Sailor Jerry makes me time travel.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like a. it's definitely more of a. I think it's actually more of a Scotch. It's not thick enough tasting or heavy enough tasting to be a bourbon. It's got a
Okay.
little bit of lightness to it. The water is helping it kind of dissipate a little bit, the ice melting,
Hmm.
and but it is hitting me a little bit like a Scotch would in the back
Okay.
of the throat, right? But
Right.
I'm smelling Jameson, so I don't know if it's a mixture
Could be. Or it
or
just could be residual Jameson from
residual
the inside of
Jameson.
the Jameson,
But yeah,
the flask, which is
so yeah,
great.
that's mystery not solved, but I'm happy to sleuth through it.
Yeah, yeah. I think the best is your faces. So if you are just listening to the audio, definitely make sure you go to Strangerhood TV and watch this as well. Especially that first sip. That first sip was. That's gonna be the thumbnail for this.
It might have to be. That was
It's got to be.
that was a that was like a
Jen-
that's the roller coaster like right as you start to go over,
Just the right here.
right? But it's like when you
As-
get on the roller coaster first and they go to put the thing down and you puff up so that it doesn't go all the way. So you have a
Oh,
little bit
yeah.
of wiggle room, right?
Yeah.
Because you like that element of danger. And then you start to go over and the first thought in your head is like too much wiggle room. That's what I
The
feel
only-
that's what I got from that first sip.
The only time I felt that was for my brother-in-law's bachelor party the night before. So my brother-in-law is a good dude, but he's not a drinker.
Right.
So we went out to North Carolina at the time. We were out in Charlotte, and my sister went to like some suite in a hotel, and his boys got the apartment overnight, and we got him pretty wasted and made him have meat sweats because we got about 23 pounds of meat between 4 dudes or 5 dudes.
That's the right
And
amount.
yeah, and and we had a barbecue. It was like an electric pan. It was about that big, and we had bacon, and we just all night we were just cooking meat on it. Anyway, my brother-in-law doesn't drink, and my brother-in-law's brother wasn't 21, who I was going with, and then I knew he had a couple of friends coming, and I was like, well, this should be the
Sorry.
face, man. I was like, this should be pretty tame. And as it turns out, my brother-in-law's friends are absolute animals. And it was disgusting. And my brother-in-law found his love for Dr. Pepper and Jägermeister.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not a drinker. But yeah, that was
That's
his
what I
jam
feel
that
about
weekend.
Anybody that drinks a lot of Jaeger. I'm like,
Yeah.
not a drinker, huh?
That was his jam that night. So needless to say, that next day, we were going to a place called Carowinds down in South Carolina. It's just outside Charlotte. Really cool park, and there was a roller coaster there called, I want to say, Fury 365, and
Sounds promising.
yeah, it's apparently the fast, or no, I'm sorry, the biggest fall, 365 feet, and after a night of drinking and heavy meat eating, so the other thing too was, because he had like a membership or something like that, or a resident, I don't remember exactly what it was. We were able to get in early, so we got there at like 9 a.m. So
Nice.
a bunch of hungover dudes go to a theme park at 9:30 a.m. and we all go on this Fury 365 because there is zero wait, and we go on. And I got to be honest, I didn't drink that much, and I felt pretty okay. We all went on it the first time. Man, we were like, that was fucking great. Let's go right back on.
Oh no.
We went right back on. The second I sat down, I did the little puff up, and he went to go push it, and I puffed up a little more because I was like, oh, this going down on my stomach is a bad idea.
Right.
And there I went 365 feet straight down, and I was like, oh my God, this was a bad idea. Yeah, that was not fun. Don't go on those roller coasters twice in a row immediately after drinking the night before, because it's not pretty.
Yeah.
And then we had to fly home.
I have made that mistake, definitely. Oh yeah, I'll go on it again. Or there's no line. Let's jump back on.
Yeah.
Right?
No, you gotta take a breath. And the worst part is I think what would have helped everybody is a little bit of food somewhere. And because it was it was like the early bird pass or whatever, none of the food stands were open. So we had basically bathroom tap water at our disposal. that was it, and it was awful until about, I think it was like 10:30, 11 when a Cinnabon opened, and that was our savior. That was our savior that day.
That sounds horrible. Truly.
Mm-hmm. It was bad.
Truly horrible.
It was really bad.
So roller coasters.
That's one thing,
People's bacon.
Yeah. I got to tell you, Jen's not a roller coaster person. And I don't mind them or anything like that. What are you like? We've never discussed it in our 10 years as friends. 15,
I'm not a super
whatever.
fan of spinning around.
Okay.
Right. I can handle it, but I do it's not as fun for me. I love heights and I love drops.
Okay.
Like those are two things that I just I've always liked ever since I was like a little kid. I was a climber of things.
Yeah.
And then when I was in my 15, 16, me and my friends would in Indiana there's a lot of lakes and stuff like that. We'd go bridge jumping and have train bridges and stuff. And they'd be 50 feet, 20 feet, 50 feet. Tallest one was 80 feet. And we just all get up on top and take turns just jumping off it. And I've always liked that rush. I did skydiving, loved that. So any roller coaster that's got some height to it, I immediately want to go on it. Anything, I love loops, upside down, corkscrews, all that stuff. I love them. I think they're super fun. But get me on the teacup ride and I'll throw up.
Well, it's yeah. You know what? So Jen, like I said, she's absolutely not a roller coaster person. But we've been to Disney a couple times together, and the teacups is just about the only thing that I can get her and the kids on. And let me tell you, I spin that son of a bitch so fast every time because it's my one shot. Yeah. It's my one shot to do it. But yeah, no, she's awesome, and she's kind of all right, well, if you want to go, you can go on rides and stuff. But what am I going to go alone?
Right.
While you wait out here, and that sucks.
Right. I would. I'd be like, cool, see ya.
Yeah. So here's something that we can put on our list of things to do when eventually COVID gets lifted and stuff. We go to one of these
to a place with an amusement park, man.
Yeah.
Let's hit it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think one of the more fun things that we've done. We talked about Iowa.
Yep.
Did we talk about it on the podcast? I don't remember.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah, it was last episode.
Yep.
Yeah, so we talked about Iowa. Vegas was fun because we got second row.
Yeah.
At a freaking ROH taping.
Yes, we
for
did.
$40. Sweet. And we met Hangman Page.
Yeah, we did. That's right.
He was a really cool dude.
We met him.
Yeah.
I totally forgot that. Oh man.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, he was a cool dude. He
was
definitely a cool dude.
You're doing big things now in the AEW.
Yeah. That was before AEW.
You know what? I'll drink to Hangman Page. He's a drinker now. Like, that's his gimmick.
He's a drinker, yeah.
So, cheers to him. But yeah, I think trying to do things at these conferences is pretty cool. The past couple of times, it's you were pretty funny. You were like, the honeymoon's over. You don't have to impress me anymore. Like, we don't have to do anything. But I think it was Seattle was kind of the game changer with that whole thing, because Seattle ended up sucking pretty bad.
Yeah, it did.
I think the biggest disappointment, besides the music scene that shuts down at 10 p.m.
I just couldn't believe everything shut down by like 11.
Was the Guitar Center.
Yeah.
Going into that Guitar Center, I was like, what is... I think it was all like Luna guitars.
Yeah. Couldn't find a pawn shop.
No, there was not a single pawn shop.
No pawn shops. So if you're listening to this from Seattle, we're probably going to end up being back there at some point.
Yeah.
But as
Step
of right
up
now,
your game.
As of right now, I did not have a good time there. Well, I had a good time there, but I was disappointed in
things that we did in
options.
Seattle. One,
walked way
we
too
saw a
far
chick fight.
to a disappointing Guitar Center.
Oh yeah, that's right, because that was around that big mall. That's right. Yeah, because we had a little bit of time. So okay, so I tried to get extra time in Seattle because I'm thinking Jim and I were musicians. Seattle's a mecca for us. Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Mother Love Bone, all of that stuff. And we get there, it sucked. It just sucked. So what we wound up doing was
the museum.
Awesome. Yeah, what was that?
Where they had the music section of it, where you could go in and you could like record a song.
Yeah,
we had talked about. We were like, you should do like a record here. Come in once a week. Just do a record.
I forget what the name of it was.
I'm trying to think of what the name of it was too. That I have to say, that was awesome. It was like the pop culture museum.
Yeah, it was like the something experience. Sorry, Seattle. The one cool thing that you have, we forgot the name of.
We couldn't remember it.
But we did see a lot of. Well, first off, we got some Mad Dog 2020.
We did.
And we watched a ton of Lucha Underground,
which I highly recommend.
Yeah. I think I fell off. I fell off after a little while, and
I did too.
I just got to get back.
Make it through all the seasons.
Yeah. They started pulling it from Netflix, and then there was a whole bunch of, is this season going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Contract disputes, all that stuff. But yeah, Lucha Underground. We had a good time watching that shit.
Yeah, it was fun. I think it was fun though. Part of the fun was that we were like drinking and in a hotel in Seattle and doing that instead of being able to stay out. Because Seattle was closed.
Yeah.
It was like, we came to Seattle to get into the grunge, and we're drinking Night Train and watching Lucha Underground in the hotel.
Yeah.
Because we had to come home at midnight because everything was shut down.
Yeah. That was a good time, though. It was a good time. We had some good French onion soup, too, right?
Oh, yeah.
That French onion soup was freaking good, man.
French onion soup is one of my bacons.
Yeah. We gotta do that. We gotta have like a full on cooking episode, or 5.
Yeah, definitely.
Or 10.
I need to make like a really good French onion soup. I've made it and it's okay, but I need to get in there. I need some Crocs.
I've got the Crocs, buddy.
Nice. All right.
Not the ones you put on your feet.
No.
The good Crocs.
The good Crocs.
Yeah. So challenge accepted. Let's do it.
I recently got a couple of like the ramekin style Crocs. It's like just like you'd get a creme brulee in it. It's maybe
short,
maybe an inch and a half deep.
And it's not a bowl. It's just kind of straight down. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No. I've got the French onion soup Crocs because I made it exactly once in the 7 years that I've had them.
That's all you need. I have a fondue set.
I've never made fondue.
I I can't remember making fondue. I think I did it once when I had a different set.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I should get a fondue set, and it's sitting up on top of the fridge.
And that's why Annie doesn't allow you to get new things.
That is why. Every time we watch Matty Matheson, I've been watching more. And
Oh,
more.
right.
Every time I watch something he does, he'll have like a really like nice pan or something. He has like a butter basting pan for steaks, where it's like cast iron and it's got like half a lid that comes over one side so that you could tip it and get it all in the bottom and then spoon it up on top.
Wow, what?
And I saw it and I was like, "Oh, that pan's amazing!" And she was just like, "We don't need that." Like,
There's got to be
room for it.
There's got to be an Amazon's Basic version of it.
There has to be.
There has to be.
Yeah.
By the way, Amazon Basics is fucking incredible.
Definitely some good stuff on there.
I love it. Their batteries, number one.
I've definitely partaken in their batteries.
I
some of the
have
cables. I've had a couple cables.
Yeah. Well, I find that because you're an iPhone user as well, so
Yeah.
the iPhone things crap out.
Yeah.
They just always do. Because whatever update there is, they're like, "Hey, you didn't buy this from Apple.
Right.
You're dead."
Right.
And then it doesn't work anymore. But man, I'm trying to think. I've gotten some Thunderbolt cables and stuff from them. That's been pretty good.
I've gotten
but,
a few pouches. I've gotten some pouches.
Okay.
From them.
Okay.
Good stuff.
I just recently got a nice sweatshirt.
Oh.
It's comfortable. It's fleecy on the inside, but sweatshirty on the outside.
Oh, I like that.
It's quite nice.
That sounds.
And when I put it on and I take it off, even though I just got it, it's not all over my shirt.
Oh, no pilling. I like
Yes. Yeah,
like that.
that's a game changer right there, because normally when you get a new sweatshirt, you need to wear crappy shirts underneath because it's whatever.
For a while.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter how. And then once that stops, it's because you put it in the wash so much that it's no longer fleecy and nice and soft on the inside.
The comfort has ceased.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what we do here. We address the hot buttons, the tough issues.
Well,
if
I
you
gotta
will.
say, there's some clothing things that I think probably everyone would agree are super annoying. Like when you buy a graphic T-shirt of any kind, and there's like a few possibles. One, it's crunchy. I don't
Crunchy,
like
yes.
crunchy graphics on my shirt. I don't want my logos to be crunchy, right? To where you just feel like if you move, you're gonna like split it, or you're gonna.
And then
or
when you
can
split it,
feel it.
When you split it and you like run your hand across your chest to wipe something off, it cuts your hand open.
Yeah, it like you can use it to scratch something on, like a grizzly bear would on a tree.
I got an itch on my back. Come here, I got you. Yeah.
So yeah, that drives me nuts. I hate when a band makes a T-shirt, right, and they don't pay attention to what brand of shirt they're getting. They just get whatever the cheapest one is, and then they put their logo on it. One, it's always crunchy, because if they don't pay attention to the style of shirt, they don't pay attention to the printing, and that's crunchy shit. And so there's that. And then the shirt, for some reason, the stitching means that like one shoulder, like the stitching is sort of up in the middle of your shoulder, and the other one has a weird point to it, a little knob on one side, and you're like, why is this like this?
I hear that shoulder pads are coming back, and
Did you hear
that might have been what that was. The shoulder pad,
a tiny shoulder pad.
Yeah, just one shoulder pad.
Oh.
It was testing phases.
See, people wonder why people cut the sleeves off of band T-shirts so much. It's
That's
because the
they
shirts
suck.
are cut so shitty.
Yeah, that's why
Like
I cut
right up
I
touching
cut
your
this.
armpit too. Oh god, I hate that.
Yeah,
Hate that.
yeah. Well, that's why I cut this. I mean, I love this shirt. I love this.
I like that shirt too.
Again, the audio
Ask
only
him.
people.
The Jericho.
little-
Ask him.
Yeah, the Jericho, and he's doing the actual liming tamer. The knee's right in the back of the head.
Yep.
which is key.
That is key. Yeah.
But
But it looks like wrestlers from the old NES pro wrestling game.
oh man, yo,
I believe that was
that
his name.
yeah, Star Lord. No, not
Starman.
Star Lord. Starman.
Starman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Fighter Hayabusa, I think was.
Yeah, yeah. Fighter Hayabusa, and then I don't remember what the green guy
I liked
was.
the. I liked the. It looked like the creature from the Black Lagoon Amazon.
Yeah, the
thing.
green guy.
Yeah, because he would hit you with a wrench. He
Yeah,
would like pull you in a headlock and hit you with a wrench.
yeah,
Oh, it was great.
yeah. It's a great. Okay, so here's another fun thing. Have you seen on the social medias? They're working on a game called Retromania.
No, I have not.
So I haven't totally read into it too much. I don't know who the developers are, but I know that they are somewhat aligned with the original WrestleFest, the arcade
Oh,
game,
That's.
the old WWF arcade game.
I'm gonna look this up while we're speaking.
Yeah.
So I can
Yeah,
see
so it's that old school arcade graphic look to it. It's got newer guys. It's a lot of indie guys. So you got Nick Aldis, Jeff Cobb. Actually, funny enough, so John Morrison, who's always a different name everywhere he goes. So
Right.
like, what was it? At Lucha Underground, I forgot what his name was. Johnny
it was
Lucha, whatever.
Johnny Mundo.
Johnny Mundo, right. So it was Johnny Mundo, and then he was Johnny Impact, and then... So in the game, he's actually Johnny Retro.
Okay.
But he's in the game. Legion of Doom, they're in the game.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Some
there's a bunch
licensing.
of... Yeah, yeah. Zack Sabre Jr.'s in the game. That's a
Wow.
pretty cool one.
How'd they get these names?
I'm sure everybody's real excited that Matt Cardona and Brian Myers are in the game. They got released from their WWE contracts just in time to get licensed
Just
to do this.
in time.
And yeah, so it looks pretty awesome. It looks pretty awesome. Are you looking at it?
I'm looking it up right now. Looks like we've got Retrosoft Studios. And Retrosoft Studios is a video game development company creating modern games with a retro feel. Retromania Wrestling is the official sequel to the 1991 arcade hit WrestleFest. PC, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's coming soon. It's coming soon. It should be by the end of the year. I'm guessing it's a small company because they're taking a little while with this. I've known about the game for a while, but it's still not out yet.
The graphics look very, I mean, retro would be the perfect word for it. You've got your crowd. Looks like they've got a little announce team area, and then they also have like a for anybody that watched wrestling back in the early 90s, and they had like the WCW Saturday Night, right, where they were basically in a sound stage. And so you had the ring, and then they would walk over a little bit and next to the ring, and there would be an interview area, and there'd be like a table set up, and they would do kind of their promos and stuff there.
Okay, so that's actually one specific arena that they've got.
I'm seeing that one thing, and I'm seeing announcers, and I'm seeing a little interview area, a ring, and then the crowd. But I'm also seeing cage match.
Yeah, so
in
they've
more
got
of
a
an
bunch
arena
of
setting.
they've got a bunch of different arenas.
Yeah,
The one that you're talking about is actually the NWA one.
there you go.
The NWA Power Show that they've got. That's
10 pounds
what
of
they're
gold mode to go after
Yeah.
the NWA championship.
doing. Yeah. Oh, Warhorse, another guy, up and coming indie dude that's coming up. He's in the game too. They licensed him, and he's got this weird arena going on. I know that Cardona and Myers have their stomp themed arena as well.
Nice.
Which is good for them.
Multiple
Good for them.
entrances.
Long Island boys too.
Surprises in the game that you won't know about until you play it through. Battle royals, steel cage matches, elimination tag matches.
Yeah, it looks pretty serious, man.
It looks very cool, man.
It looks cool. I wish they had some.
I see a Tommy Dreamer character.
Yes, there's Tommy. It is Tommy Dreamer.
Very cool.
And actually, there's a House of Hardcore arena as well. So, yeah, it should be cool. I wish they had some
old people like classics like Nikita Koloff.
Yeah.
Big Stevie Cool.
Yeah. Blue Meanie's in it.
Blue Meanie's in there. Colt Cabana.
I wish they could have gotten some, bigger names, but I wouldn't mind running through everybody with Jeff Cobb. That dude's awesome, by the way. Jeff Cobb, if you haven't seen him wrestle, the dude is fucking awesome. He's a big guy.
He is
but he's not.
He was at. We saw him. We saw him.
Yeah, that was his debut match.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won the TV title from. Shit, what was his name then? Now he's the Archer of Infamy.
Punishment Martinez.
Punishment Martinez was his name. That's right. But now he's Damian Archer or whatever the fuck his name is.
Priest.
Damian Priest. Yeah.
Yes.
He's a good big dude too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, wrestling. Here we go again.
Yeah.
Down that rabbit hole.
Wrestling is one of our bacons.
Yeah. Oh man. So how's that whiskey going down there, James?
Almost ready to pour myself a second.
Good. Good for you. Good for you, man. Look at him.
Well, the best way I've found to not have to deal with a random mystery whiskey is to finish it. And
right.
Then it's gone. And you don't have
to
deal
And then it's gone. It's out of the way. It's done.
There's very little left in this.
Yeah.
But I will say it was full when I grabbed it. And I was like, I have a full flask here. So I must have poured it on my way out of somebody's house or something maybe. I had some habits back in the day that I'm not proud of.
Okay, so here's the deal. You just said back in the day. Deadpool 2 came out two. No, it's not Deadpool. It's Deadpool 2. That came out, a year or two ago?
That's more than a year or two ago.
It was like 2 years ago.
I'm going to consult the magic box.
Yeah, you should consult the Google machine because, if it's Deadpool 2, that's definitely not way back in the day. I know you're still 27 and all, but...
All right, so sometimes I get drunk at people's houses, and maybe I fill my flask before I leave. It's a dick move.
So, word to the wise, if you invite Jimmy over for a party, leave all the real booze hidden somewhere, piss in all the rest of the bottles.
I will say,
and let him take them.
I never come to the party empty-handed, and I'm also not that guy that brings Bud Lights and then drinks all the hard liquor.
No.
I bring what I drink.
No.
I drink it. And then I drink what you have.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? You always bring, and you bring more than...
Yes.
Yeah. Also, with food, too. Oh, yeah, warm.
It's
warmness is not something that helps the situation.
Woo! Yeah.
It helps that fire going.
It does.
Keeps that fire going. Yes.
Yeah, so you can invite me to your parties. I may fill my flask when I leave, but I'll always bring more bottles.
They're full, though.
They are. I bring full bottles.
Speaking of full bottles, I have 9 bottles of maple syrup in my garage. I'm going to have to give those back.
You, well, first off, I didn't give them to you, so you can't give them back to me.
No, guilty by association.
That's not how this one works.
No.
That's not how.
That's how this is going to happen.
But I also will call into question whether you can call that maple syrup.
You know what? You're absolutely right. So, again, James's girlfriend, Annie, from the famed Jackknife and the Stilettos.
Jackknifestiletto.com, look them up.
Yeah.
On Blackheart Records.
She left about 9 fucking bottles of some sort of
Maple product.
Yeah, maple thing. It's sort of like Ecto Cooler, where Ecto Cooler was an orange drink, but this doesn't have Slimer on the front that makes you care about it.
Right. It also, like, Ecto Cooler was smart enough not to be like, this is orange juice, because it wasn't.
No, it's orange
This
drink.
syrup has the balls to be like, it's maple syrup. Then you look at the ingredients, and neither maple nor syrup are mentioned.
No, it's quite scary, and
Yeah.
you know, and everybody was like, oh, well, let the kids have it. It's like, I don't want my kid to grow another appendage. What are you fucking kidding me?
Well, come on, you give them Ecto Cooler.
Like, Ecto Cooler was fucking delicious. That's why.
Slimer's on the box.
Yeah, Slimer's on the box. There's not even like an Aunt Jemima or anything on this. There's no characters. It's just like syrup product.
There's not even a log cabin.
No, not even a log cabin. Oh, man. Yeah, but I need to get rid of them because they're in my garage, and if there's bears ever, they're coming to my house to get this
They only want real
syrup
maple syrup.
product. Syrup
They don't want that
product.
It'll actually you're probably safer when you have them because it'll repel animals that would actually enjoy maple syrup.
You know, come to think of it, I've gotten a lot less bug bites recently.
See, that's what I'm telling you, man.
Maybe we should take a bath in that maple product. Oh, we could use that. Wait, hold on. Okay, we
I
can
would say
use
we
them.
could use it as an ingredient.
Okay, hear me out here.
All right.
Loser has to chug the bottle or has to
The
douse
bottle?
themselves in it. Yeah. Come on, Super Troopers, man. Do it.
I mean, like, I'm just saying you're also setting yourself up for it. I mean, I know when you say these rules, you're envisioning me having to do these things, but you're also setting yourself up. Just letting you know. Like,
What are you trying to say?
I think about that when
I haven't even set the ground rules. I haven't set the challenge yet.
I'm just putting it out there for as a hey, you should think about this.
Stop being cocky, James.
So what are
Stop
the
being
ground
cocky.
rules? What are the ground rules, man?
I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
Talk
Don't
to
put me on the spot here.
What's the contest?
Don't put me on the spot, goddammit. I will let you know in a later
This is why you're gonna have to
episode.
drink maple syrup.
No,
this is why.
this is called creating suspense. People want to know for the next episode, or I'm not going to tell them until the next episode. So this way they come back and they find out what it is.
All right.
I'm pretty sure we left. Okay,
You're setting the hook. You're setting the hook.
I'm setting the hook. We've set a lot of hooks,
Mm-hmm.
and we've addressed none of them.
Yeah, other thing. I probably should have listened to our last podcast more recently. I listened to it like right after we did it, and but I haven't again. So
Yeah.
I don't know anything that we left off with.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Because we were drinking. So by
Right.
the end of the podcast, we were probably annoying. I mean,
I
more
would
annoying.
imagine so. Yeah,
Well,
right.
more annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree. But yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm going to figure something out.
Were there loose ends that we need to tie? What are they?
I don't know. I just know that there were a bunch of loose ends. I think there was something with Ruby Riott. I remember that part.
I met her. She was super excited to meet Joan Jett. I was guarding Joan Jett's door. She came out of meeting Joan Jett and collapsed on the floor, like crying, like couldn't believe that she just met Joan Jett, because she was like, I can't, like, this woman is one of the reasons that I exist in the present form that I'm in. And that was an awesome thing to see. Like, that was super cool to see somebody that is very successful and was also very composed. Like, when we first were talking, we were just kind of joking because we're both from Indiana, and so we were like, we were both kind of like, she said, she was like, what, I keep having to tell myself, like, what am I doing here? I don't belong here. And I'm like, you don't belong here. We're from like the same town. You belong here. I do not belong here. I'm here on a technicality. And you actually kind of like, you're being paid to be, well, we're both being kind of paid to be here, but I don't belong here. Like, you belong here.
I don't know if this is a rerun, but I love the story.
Yeah, so
this could
I don't
be
know
a
if that
rerun.
was a loose end. It could be. I could have told that already.
No, there was something else. I don't remember what it was. It must not have been that important. But
probably not that important.
We're just gonna leave. You know what we should do? We should just leave a bunch of loose ends, and then we'll compile them all, and then the Patreon will tie them all up.
We can have an end of season show that is answering all the things that we didn't answer throughout the season,
but still leave you on a cliffhanger.
Right. Who was GTV?
Wow, I forgot about that angle. It was awful.
Yeah, it really was.
Who was it anyway?
They never said.
Was there like rumor, or
no? There was
does anybody know?
I thought it was going to be Gold Dust. I thought that made the most sense at the time.
Yeah.
But then it was also like, what was it? Who hit Stone Cold with the car? And it ended up being like Rikishi.
It was Rikishi, but he did it for The Rock.
Right. Which, that just reeks of, we got to say something.
Samoan bloodline, buddy.
Right, yeah.
Nothing stronger.
Nothing stronger.
I actually I finished up the Jim Ross Grillin' JR podcast today on Yokozuna, another member of the famed Samoan, same family. Man, you know, he was so fucking good, and it just sucks that he just basically ate himself today.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Samoan bloodline, nothing stronger. So that's why Rikishi did it. Just got to come back.
All right. Makes
just
sense.
Come back to it.
I'll buy it.
Yeah. It's connecting dots. That's what we do here.
Crossing T's.
Yeah. Crossing T's.
And
the I's, you'll have to pay on the
dotting,
Patreon to get the
lowercase J's.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't have to deal with J's on a regular basis.
I kind of do, yeah. Not lowercase, though.
Jen
they usually
starts
don't do
with a J.
J's.
Yeah. Yeah, Jen's got a capital J.
All right, we're going to pause right now because all that randomness, all that lovely, juicy, delicious randomness,
pump the brakes,
has led us to a point where we started to actually kind of hone in on an idea. And that idea is going to be the next week's podcast.
We're going to actually put an open end on a podcast.
Yeah.
And then finish it.
Right. It's crazy.
The only way that can happen here is if we keep going, record for 2 hours.
Which is what we're doing.
Which is what we're doing.
I was going to say what we're going to do, and I was going to say what we're doing, and I ended up saying, which is what we're doing. Like Godiva.
I'm going to do this.
It's what we're doing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. We can make a t-shirt. I'm going to do that.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it.
T-shirt.
I'll make it.
Up on Printify.
It'll be up next week.
I'm a good dude.
I'm going to do it. So, get ready.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. Make sure to leave us a 5-star review if you are listening on any kind of Apple anything. And
follow it.
If you are watching us on Strangerhood TV, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. Hit that bell, smash that bell, because that, even if you subscribe, their lame-ass algorithm is not going to let you know when we put stuff out unless you hit the bell. So hit the bell, like literally 3 little moves with your finger. If you're watching, this has now helped us immensely.
Yeah.
So if you can give us you've helped us immensely.
You remember Long John Silver's?
Then I'm going to give you. So help us.
Don't give him that. But
well, I mean,
you remember?
Help us.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Right.
Long John Silver's used to have a bell and you used to go, bang! And it was pretty fucking awesome when you threw.
I didn't know the Long John
garbage
Silver's
out.
bell, but I do know their. I really like their chicken strips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? We should probably make an excuse.
Oh man, I
to
will
go
bring
up.
Long John Silver's.
Let's go. Hey DJ, let's hang out one day because he lives right by the Long John Silver's.
He does. All right, Long John Silver's it is. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if they do this in Long Island, but in Indiana and many parts of the Midwest, at least they used to. If you went to a Long John Silver's, you could be like, "Hey, can I get a scoop full of extra crumbs?"
Crunchies. The
Yes!
crunchies. Yes. Yes.
I would take a bite out of my chicken plank, because that's what they call them.
Yep.
And then I would dip the plank in the crunchies.
And the malt vinegar. And
Oh
just-
man, it would almost break my teeth. So good. Yeah.
So all right. So hopefully DJ's not listening and we can make it
We can make that happen.
if we did a lunchbox.
Oh, I like it. Let's bring
We
over a
bring
boxed
Long John
lunch.
Silver's to
Let's bring
the
a boxed
lunchbox.
lunch to the lunchbox.
And then Dana will bring us espresso because she always brings
The
espresso.
espresso is so good.
Right?
Yes. So yeah, Hard Rock Lunchbox on is it newregalradio.com still?
99WNRR.com.
All right, which is easier, which is way easier.
99WNRR.com.
And next episode
Is focused
of
as opposed to this.
is very focused. And the episode after that, I think we should do. I forgot what I was going to say, so I guess you're just going to have to tune in wonderment.
Mm.
But the next episode is very focused. So
Yeah.
take a listen. Big is my passion. Big is my podcast.
Have a lovely, however long it is between podcasts. Later.